Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Welcome to another pick a card reading with me. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality fun and accessible for you. Please remember to take what resonates and leave what does not resonate. Remember that you are the co-creator of your reality. You're the one using your free will that gets to decide the life that you want to create for yourself, what that gets to look like, and how you get to create it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dive into today's pick a card reading. The topic for today is what you're being called to focus on. What you're being called to focus on, and I really told the guides I wanted to give you guys some crystal clarity on not just telling you what you're being called to focus on, but why you're being called to focus on it. Like, what's the significance? What's the importance? If they want you to focus on shifting your priorities, why would they like you to shift your priorities? How is it going to benefit you? Okay, so we're going to have 3 groups to choose from today. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in any of the other content on my channel, I have another channel called Shantia's New Chapter. This channel I started out where, I started experimenting creating videos, but it's turned into a place where I like to talk about personal experiences that I've gone through and advice I have for people to help them get through the struggles that they're experiencing, how you can embrace more confidence for yourself, how you can learn to let go of certain things that don't serve you anymore, which is pretty much like every reading, I swear, is about let this go and let that go and let it go and just let it all go. And I'm just like, okay, let it all go. I think that's the hardest thing to do, which is why they always give us advice on doing it. So check out that channel, Shantia's New Chapter. I also have a series called Manifesting with the Divine. I do collective channel messages, and I have a series called The Wake Up Call. Everything is linked down below. So just recently, for the time I'm shooting this video, I would have uploaded the soul relationships video. I would highly recommend you to watch it or check it out to just assess what kind of soul relationships you may have had in your life, or what kind of soul relationships you may be having in your life. I did a reading on soul relationships and the purpose of them. So it's called What is the Purpose of This Relationship? This could be about a relationship that you are in or you will experience at some point. Or you did experience. It'll let you know the significance about that. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I had something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember. So I'm continuing to work on the Learn Tarot with Me series as well, and the course. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know. And I will continue with that. Well, I'll give you like a preview content, but it will become a full-on course. If you guys are interested in that, I would like to offer it to you if you are interested in it. Yes, that's the important part. Okay, so let us just go ahead and dive in and seeing what the guides have for you, your guides, my guides, advice they have for you to focus on right now in your life, and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your pile or group. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. So let me go ahead and introduce the groups to you. So we have group number 1 with the green jadeite. We have group number 2 with the celestite. And we have group number 3 with the spirit quartz. Let us go ahead and start our meditation. Okay, looks like a lot of you are doing a huge release. Here's the singing bell. Hey, group number 1, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this lovely jadeite, then this is going to be the reading for you. So let's just go ahead and get started on your reading. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. Okay, I felt like I was seeing like repetition or people marching. So to me, this makes me think of like organization. I think the guides are calling for you to get organized right now and to get things. So like if there's any place in your life where it feels like chaotic or confusing, so it could be like your home space, it could be your mind feels very cluttered. I think in general, they just want you to get like everything kind of straight and narrow and structured or routine, like very routine, very consistent, very sixth house energy. So I think they're wanting you to focus on that area. That way, when, I don't know, whatever is coming into your life can flow into your life. Whatever experiences are wanting to come in can come in with ease. And honestly, I think the most important part of ourselves that require the most routine, like needs the most attention and routine, is our energy. So attending to our energy, making sure we're resting okay, we're eating okay. And as far as the mental space goes, meditation is so important. Getting grounded in your body, not attaching to your thoughts, getting very centered, and doing those affirmations. I feel like that is just the daily human work that we're all here to do. Mind, body, and spirit, we need to attend to every area. Otherwise, it can, things can, thoughts can permeate your focus. Your thoughts can permeate and overwhelm you sometimes if we're not attending to it. So this is just something I have to always attend to for myself, because I am a natural overthinker for sure. I get in my mind a lot, but there are times where if I just remember to attend to those things, my day-to-day life flows with a lot of ease. Okay, let's see what the crystal wants to offer to you guys. This green jadeite. Yeah, I think they're really pinpointing the importance of focusing your energy, because I was just seeing something swirling around, like in a circle, like motion. It was just very focused on it. So I feel like for this group, they're really asking for you to straight up meditate and just kind of see and just sit with yourself and be like, okay, what am I feeling like right now in my body? And you can ask yourself just like simple questions. What do I feel in my body right now? What am I feeling? What do I feel like needs more attention from me? And then, you'll feel a little bit of a tug. It's like, oh, this. Oh, okay. My mind maybe needs more attendance too. You can say, okay, what am I being called to? Like, let's say if the exercise comes up. You're just like, okay, what are some of the ways that I can, do exercise or embrace more exercise into my life? What would feel like fun and awesome for me? And then just let it come through. But yeah, I think relaxation and getting into the receptive mode is going to be very important for this group. I think that's something that your guides are most definitely showing you. The reason why relaxation is so important is because a lot of times we're clenching and we're so tense, and we don't realize that we're the ones who are kind of impeding the flow of life in general, the flow of life and the flow of manifestations. Sometimes we impede the flow of manifestations, of opportunities, but I feel like your guides want you to start kind of prepping your energy more so that you can get more in that receptive mode and release any kind of tension. So if there's tension around like your head or your thoughts, that might be something that lets you know, okay, I'm feeling a lot of tension here. Or if you're feeling tension in your chest, that could be, attached, like emotional attachment to something that's going on in your life. Perhaps something needs to be released or let go peacefully. If there's tension in your stomach from the food that you're eating, perhaps that will let you know maybe there are certain foods that we need to let go of. So just like kind of pay attention to where the tension is in your body. If you're feeling tension in your back, that could be like you're doing too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the jadeite wants to reveal to you guys. Can't quite see. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, the jadeite, this jadeite usually points to detox, interestingly enough, and purification. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm seeing someone who has a lot of attention on them, and it might be a little overwhelming. Okay. So they might want you to prep for like really learning how to relax your energy. So let's say there is an opportunity you're getting in work, or to go travel, or to do something, or to be around a group of people. And typically these kind of new experiences would cause a lot of tension in the body. But if you teach yourself to relax and you take tools, if you develop tools, your body is the best tool. All right, it's the best instrument. So if you learn how to use your body as your tool, which you take everywhere you go, right? You can't leave your body. Use it. Use this tools to kind of help you learn how to be centered in yourself, so that you're not overwhelmed by attention coming towards you. But I feel like your guides want you to know there's some busy energy that's going to eventually start coming towards you. It'll come in divine timing, but they want you to prep for this. So part of the reason why they're teaching you to relax right now, or they're emphasizing this, is because eventually you're going to be very busy. Like there's going to be a lot going on, to the point where this could easily overwhelm your psyche. So it's like, if you learn how to calm your psyche down right now, and you learn how to take the tools with you, when you step into the situation, you got it taken care of to the best of your abilities. So I'm just getting a lot of activity that's moving around you. Some of you, if you have a lot of activity that's going on around you or in your life, I'm seeing people. So I feel like this is future energy, but if you have people around you right now and it's kind of overwhelming you, just know that honor when you need a hermit, honor when you need to be alone, because there's just something about, I feel like you want to give to these people here, whether this is future energy or current energy. I feel like you want to give to them and they like you, but just honor that. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through here. Yeah, sometimes this crystal puts an emphasis on facing fears. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that. I feel like they're prepping you for some kind of like fears. Like, let's say you've had stage fright all your life, and now you're being given an opportunity to speak to a group of like 100 people. It's like, they're like, now they want you to like mentally prepare for this by using your tool, your body, your instrument here. Okay, let's see what else I'm picking up here. Yeah, there's some subconscious thoughts floating around. It feels like a shadow, like it's the past. It's like the past version of yourself, or how you perceived yourself in the past, and they want you to be aware of this as well. Be aware of how you used to see yourself. It's not first of all, it's not how people are seeing you now. They want you to understand that. Like, take if there's any kind of feedback that you got from people where they're like, you're doing great, or you're such a good person, I would highly, highly, highly recommend like meditating deeply on those positive thoughts and allowing yourself to receive that, because there's like a past image of yourself. Because I'm getting like this dark, shadowy, almost like Grim Reaper energy that's like lurking behind you, but it's like your past darkness or doubts or fears or insecurities that you've given into it before. But this is the past, and it feels like this thing, it's gonna like disperse, like you're gonna obliterate it by stepping into this new phase of your life, by overpowering it with your strength. So I feel like they want you to overpower your fears and your insecurities with your strength. So they want you to know you're very strong, and you have to acknowledge, like they're like, you have to acknowledge this, because if you see yourself as weak, well, now you see yourself as weak. But they're like, you're so strong and powerful, but then you created this, you have this false past image that says otherwise, and it's not going to help you. So I'm getting like samurai sword. You need to like slice and like, you need to conquer this thing and say, no, I run the program. I run my choices. I decide. I decide what's for me. Yeah, I'm kind of getting some samurai energy. Yeah, you might want to look up the samurai, the symbology of the samurai, if you're interested in that. But I feel like they're highly disciplined creatures. So I think green jadeite is connected to Japan or Japanese culture. So that might be, or Asian culture in general. That might be why I'm getting that reference there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at your cards. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Your guys' number is 1051. Okay, so I was looking at my phone. It is late. And it says 1051. And I was looking at the clock on my camera and it said 1051. So I guess we can look that up together afterwards. But otherwise, you can go ahead and look that up as well and see why your number is 1051. Oh man, that's it slipped behind me. It's so funny. Okay. Okay, so group number 1. Really cool. I mean, right away, obviously we're getting employment change. Couldn't be more obvious. We have your throne, position of authority. So I feel like you're getting a significant level up in your career where you're going to be in a leadership role. Okay, so you're going to be in a leadership role. That's why they want you to prep for this. So this is something that is most definitely connected to your passion. You're very much passionately involved in wanting to do this. This is something you're absolutely going to love doing. So, to me, with the shift your perception, secrets, and devotion, these energies to me are conveying that what you're moving towards is very mysterious. There are no perfected guarantees. I think what you're stepping into is even a mystery to what's unfolding. And I think this is magical. I think the universe most definitely wants you to be open to the magic that is unfolding in your life, to know that there is some unknowns to it, but this is a beautiful aspect of the way life is meant to work. I think a lot of people want to know, and they think that we're supposed to know, but we're not. We're not. It's supposed to be more mysterious than that. So what they really want you to do is just be committed to the pathway, be committed to the vision, be committed to your passion, be committed to being open to what is unfolding, even as you're only being given like little bits and pieces of information at the time. They want you to be along for the ride. With the scuba diver, we were talking about that with this 4 Pisces energy here, going within. This is going to be important. They need you to do this. They need you to be committed to this because there's some deep thoughts there. There is a subconscious, there's a programming here that's unfolding. Like there's a programming that's telling you, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that. They need you to go in there and kind of cleanse it. Cleanse it. And the best way for you to cleanse it is to give it attention, see it for what it is, shine the light on the darkness and uncover it and sit with it in a sense. And then feed yourself those affirmations too, like encouragement. So obviously if this opportunity is coming towards you, you've been doing something fantastic. Like you've been doing really good at something. So they really want you to acknowledge that. Shift your perception about how you see yourself. Shift your perception about how things get to come into your life, right? This mystery, which you are part of the mystery. That's the exciting part too, is like you get to be part of this unfolding mystery. There's some unknowns to you, and that's kind of magical. With this father, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. I feel like this could be a combination of things. I feel like you are in a position of authority. Perhaps you are in a sense a father that people are looking up to because you're supporting the people who are around you, this tribal unit. And I was kind of picking that up for some of you here. Like you are being a supporter to other people who really need that. And so just know that, the more that you focus on creating this experience, the more that other people will be able to experience this through you. But in addition, I feel like if people are around you, you're going to have this kind of support. So that might bring you some comfort, just knowing that, hey, I have a really good tribal unit around me who are people who are here to support me in this journey too, even as I'm stepping into something new that feels quite uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull cards. So I wanted to get a clarifier for the father energy first, and then we'll move further and clarifier for the father. Okay, so we have 8 of Pentacles. All right, so that's the discipline already showing up right away. Tell us more. Oops. 6 of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Yeah. So kind of what I said earlier. This is a job opportunity, or, you know, obviously this is a resourceful, abundant opportunity that's coming towards you. And this is just based through divine timing. But this is also based off of a calling that you feel called to embrace for yourself. Right, you're feeling that calling to do this. And these people who are showing up in your life to support you are also feeling that call too. It's a shared experience. With the 8 of Pentacles, this is also revealing the importance of discipline. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that your passion is, that you feel like you can step into a place of authority, which you better start embracing the mentality now, I would say. To be disciplined about how you approach it, to have a disciplined approach to it. But this mastery here is what's bringing the opportunity to you. So it's already en route towards you. So I feel like you've already been doing something consistently, putting in the work, time, and energy. This is my blood, sweat, and tears card. Something that you've been dedicating yourself to that is already pulling this experience towards you. Okay, so guys, what clarifications does this group need to get right now? Okay, 4 of Wands. Temperance card. And another clarification, please. 3 Pentacles. Okay. Well, you know, they're letting us know right away. They keep telling us about the environment or the people you're going to be around. So it's going to be a very positive environment. It's going to be a group of people who you genuinely really like and enjoy working with here. This is your soul tribe. This is your people. It's so funny. I was watching Adam Sandler accept his Mark Twain Award the other day, and it was very clear that this man had built a fortress of support around him, of people that he not only could work with, but who genuinely cared about him, and he cared about them. So I'm very much getting that energy, especially with that father, of a really solid support system coming around you. To me, with this Temperance card here, I feel like this is just that extra reminder to understand that you've alchemized this experience into your life, this opportunity into your life. That's energy work, right? Yes, to me, this Sagittarius Temperance card is revealing the intense alchemizing of energy that you've done in your life that has brought this opportunity to you. And your guides just want to give you that continuous encouragement to keep going, keep believing in it. Okay. Let's see whatever final messages they have for you. What are you being called to focus on, group number 1? We have here 9, Gemini, Jupiter. I don't know, I said 9. So I was just talking about Sagittarius. It's so crazy. We got the 9th house with Jupiter in it, and Gemini is there. Okay. So I think there's an important emphasis on communication skills. Very important for any kind of leader is to be confident in your communication skills. So continue to expand in this. I think have fun with it, and then also explore it as well. So those of you who are feeling called towards this position of authority, you know, whether you're using communication as a side tool for how you develop, or how you develop whatever it is that you're doing, become confident in that ability to do it. Yeah. Become knowledgeable. I think just to me that Jupiter in the 9th house this is where we do research. We get very curious with that Gemini energy. We get very curious about what we can know, what we can learn, how we can develop, how we can grow, how can we expand. So there's an expansion that's happening in your life. Here, there's an external expansion. Perhaps you've recently gone through an internal expansion, and the universe is just mirroring to you this internal, beautiful, profound expansion that you've gone through in your life. And they want you to continue that. Again, I was getting a really intense focus on mindset with that Gemini energy and the Jadeite earlier. So just make sure that your mind is in a very healthy place. They want your mind to be expansive, excited, optimistic, about what is to come. So yes, we have negative thoughts that trap us in our fears and whatnot, but those aren't the thoughts that our guides want us to stick with. And they want us to know that we can actually overpower those thoughts. So I'm getting this from this group is like, you got some power, and they want you to overpower that negativity with your incredible light and your positivity. Overpower it. That's the advice I'm getting. Okay. Final piece of advice for this group, guides, that they absolutely need to be aware of. Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yeah, so as far as this, if you've been wanting a job change, you've been wanting to do something that you really love, and you want to get a healthy compensation, or a happy, healthy, abundant compensation for what it is that you're doing. You want to be appreciated for what you're doing. Just know that this is being divinely guided into your life here. But with that Jupiter in the 9th house, I would also say that be open to understanding that people are seeing you as an authority, right? People are seeing you as an authority. So just reflect and think about, where am I an authority in my life? Where am I feeling confident? Where does confident come from? I was watching this woman on YouTube. I forgot her name, Sophia. She's very much a spiritual coach, and an intuitive as well. But she says that your spirit carries your confidence. It's not your mind. It's not, we can try to trick ourselves into being confident, but ultimately, to me, confidence is an experience. And it's like once we've released all of those excessive thoughts, we feel quite naturally confident in ourselves, because we're not attached to expectations that we put on ourselves, or we think that other people are putting on us. So just know that you are an authority figure. For those of you that Jupiter 9th house and that in Gemini energy, you're being seen as a teacher here to other people, here to guide other people. So know that this is your superpower. Know that you're being divinely guided. Know that you're being divinely supported. And know that the universe is most definitely supporting you times a million, because you are their child. You are the child of the divine, because you believe in them. You chose yourself. They choose you. And they were going to take care of you as this journey is unfolding, and let it unfold with as much grace as you can. So absolutely be confident in what it is you're doing, what it is you're creating. Know that it's being very much divinely supported. And be confident in the knowledge and the insight that you're given. If you're being called, trust that inner voice to share with your clients or whoever it is that you're working with. Okay, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely Celeste, then this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 2. I'm a little teapot, let me... Okay, I don't even know that song. I'm a little teapot, let me... Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I've never sang that song before. I just remember watching it on Full House with the Olsen twins. I'm a little teapot, watch me. Huh, that's so sweet. It's so funny that I got that message right away, because you guys got the Celestite. That's my pure heart crystal. And it usually gives me like this like little girl vibes, like pure heart little girl energy. It's very sweet. Okay. I think, yeah, so your guides are most definitely directing you to embrace your inner child. Yes, very much embrace your inner child. To know that this inner child magic that exists within you is your infinite light. It's going to be there with you now until the end of time. And it's this inner child, beautiful energy. We call it the inner child, but really it's our purest, sweetest, most innocent self. It's our most innocent self. Before the programming of the world is put on us. But I feel like your guides just want you to revert to feeling like a child again, or doing the things that make you feel like that. Like what makes you feel like a little girl and taken care of. Start doing those things and implementing those things into your routine. Could be any kind of creativity. So like a little girl energy, this is feminine energy. This is feminine, sweet energy. So it could be any kind of creative endeavor. Sometimes reading books makes me feel like, I guess, a kid again, because I read a lot of books during my, I would say teen years, but it just makes me feel like the time before, you had to start working and you're like, oh, you didn't worry about that. You would just go into your own magical fantasy world and just get lost. So there's something about that fantasy world that's so significant that they want you to keep with you. But also know that that fantasy world is actually, it comes naturally to us, for us to fantasize, for us to dream. And it becomes naturally to us because it's the thing that is truly us. And they want you to know that this little girl, the more that you acknowledge that sweet, innocent part inside of you, that childlike part inside of you, the easier your life will flow for yourself. So it's like, be humble like a child, have fun like a child, get playful, know that it's so crazy because like my guides keep teaching me this. It's like the things that we think, where we're very serious. Of course we have responsibilities, but us being super serious about life is not the way we're supposed to live at all. And that blows my mind every single time. It's like not natural. It is natural. Let's say it's habitual, but it's not really for us to enjoy our lives. It's like you can't have both. You can't be like so serious and overwhelmed and overworked and enjoy your life at the same time. It's like you have to choose one or the other. And I feel like they want you to bring more of that inner child out and let it kind of start dominating your thoughts. Let it dominate your decisions, what you choose to do. Of course, don't stay up and eat ice cream. Don't stay up late and eat ice cream all day. Eat your vitamins. But yeah, it's that little girl innocence. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through with the crystal here. Yeah, I think I'm getting a sword of truth, and I'm getting like a bowl on hair as well. It kind of look like the sword. It's a combination of images. So I think the truth that they want you to be aware of is that you are meant to, how people say like, I never feel like I grew up, or why do I still feel like a child, or why do I still feel not adult? In a sense, we're kind of aiming for the wrong thing. So so for this group, this is what I'm getting. I'm not going to say for everyone. This is what I'm definitely getting for this group. I think there's sometimes that assumption that, when you're an adult, when you finally get your ish together, that's when things will be in order. So for some of you, you may have been struggling to adult, or you may have been struggling to figure it out, so to speak, like according to society standards, because that was never your route. There's something about your soul that called for a pure experience, a pure life experience, which doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to do what you love. It's actually your approach to it. They need you to get more in touch with your inner child. So maybe you've seen some, like, there are certain artists who are like so famous and popular, and they have they're a childlike mentality. They see magic in the world. They're very playful. So I feel like for this group, it's like, actually, that's how you're going to manifest your success. That's how you're going to manifest the abundance that you want to flow into your life, is by tapping into that inner magic and that inner child within you and letting it permeate all of your senses. Okay. Let's see what I can pick up, if I can see. Oh, and the sword to me is like the truth. That the truth is that you connecting to your inner child is exactly how all the abundance is going to flow with ease into your life. It's how all of those connections, that soul tribe energy, positive energy, is going to just be able to flow into your life and imbue you with purpose. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, what am I seeing? Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting this energy like there's this flower. It's frozen in ice and it wants to bloom or blossom or be free of the ice. So yeah, I'm definitely kind of getting Rose from Titanic, I guess, ice and rose. But there's something about letting go of this rigidity, letting it melt away. Go out in the sunlight, like literally and symbolically let the sun hit you. Let all of the positivity and joy hit you. I think some of us are so afraid of positivity. We're so afraid to feel good. But it's like part of you, like, it's just so sweet. And it wants to be like a kid. And then it's like, yes, that is the answer to a lot of your issues. Is like being a kid and being playful again. Yeah, let it melt away. In order for that beautiful rose to blossom, the ice needs to melt away so it can be free to bloom. Yeah, I just feel like in this group, maybe you felt stunted in your progress somehow when it came to what you were able to accomplish. And it's like, actually, it's because you've been frozen by the rigidity of this world, society. And society's standards are really just built from the ego and fear-based thinking. But you build your reality out of fun, playfulness, joy, sunlight. That's what your reality is meant to be built from. Damn, that's so sweet. I'm gonna cry. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the oracle cards. Aha! I felt the energy. Okay, group number 2. I love this. So we got happiness. Obviously, happiness wants to come towards you. Your guides just want you to be happy. They want you to know most definitely there's a huge new beginning that's coming in your life. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. So they said your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles. Your positive energy and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Okay, so the huge advice is to stay centered in gratitude. So whatever it is that you have just recently uncovered, group number 2, whatever it is that you've just you've let it blossom out of you, you've let it permeate your senses, that's it. They're like, that's it. That's the thing. You need to keep focusing your energy on that and let it out. Let it overwhelm you. I know I think there's this, I'm getting from this group, there might be a little bit of like this tug of war between your old self-image and your new self-image. There's a new self-image that you've just birthed here. And the new self-image is like really optimistic, very happy, just so playful. Everything just kind of happens when you want, like magic in your life. This is the true version of you that is you. They want you to know that this is you. You are connecting to your purest essence, your true self, your pure soul. So continue to connect to that so that it can this beautiful journey can unfold. You're ready to move on with this train. Time to move on and get focused on the new beautiful energy that's coming towards you. So it looks like you're on the path to pioneering a new way of living for yourself. We have your pioneer passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So this is pretty cool. You are unique. You are playful. Remember I was talking about those creative artists? You're one of them. You have a lot of creative, brilliant ideas in you. Why? Because this is just your vessel, your energy. You know, we're all made for originality. We're all made for brilliant ideas, but a lot of us just kind of block it out because we get stuck in the rigidity of society, and it locks in and it represses our creativity, our creative essence, which is part of our true expression here. So you're about to start doing something that honestly you haven't done before. And this is like a brilliant idea that's been birthed from your heart's essence. You know, what you've always would have loved to do and create for yourself. This is something and this is a path that is genuinely going to make you happy. They need you to focus on this. Focus on what makes you happy now. Focus on what makes you happy now. You can write down some ideas. You know, if you're not feeling called to necessarily like take action now, you'll know. Why don't you start writing and journaling the ideas that you've always had for some time? Just write it down. I often find I'll write ideas like years ago, and then I'll write it down again like I think it's the first time, and until I go back through my journals and I realize, oh, I've actually come up with this idea before, so this is nothing new, which is hilarious. This new beginning that's coming towards you is going to involve some hard work ahead, table. So to me, this isn't like the previous work that you were doing where it was just very rigid. It wasn't a full expression of yourself. The thing is, you're going to be so passionate about whatever it is that you're doing and creating that you're not going to think of it as a burden, which is what you felt before. I mean, they said here, projects. Forward movement with your projects. So obviously, perhaps there are some things that you put aside that now you're going to get this opportunity, this period in your life is coming where you're going to be able to allow your gifts and your talents and your abilities, your skills to flourish. To me, the table is just about putting in that day-to-day work, that effort, that anything that involves success requires. With this shaman, trust in higher forces. Yeah, really cool. We might have to get more into this energy. Like, this is deeply spiritual here. I'm definitely getting that you guys have some very intense spirit guides around you who are here to lead you on a very specific pathway. And they've been trying to get you to focus on this because they're like, you got a powerful destiny here and we need you to get focused here. It's like shaman level, to the point where you're just so connected to source that the ideas just overflow, and they flow with a kind of intensity and confidence. So the more you continue to trust in higher forces, again, I was telling you, you're the child of divine, trust in source, things will unfold as they should. As they should. Not necessarily as you want them to, but as they should here. So a lot about progress. We have a 3 here. We have Gemini energy. Gemini third house takes me to progress. So there's progress, there's movement happening in your life. And I feel like this is in direct connection to you opening your heart, accessing your heart, and listening to your heart's desires. You know, really giving yourself permission to see, what is it that I really want? Be honest with yourself, right? With that. Oh, this guy has a sword. It's like a long sword. That's crazy. That's so funny. I wasn't even... didn't even realize that. Yeah, to me, maybe that's Archangel Michael, who knows, but it's like the sword of truth to me, being honest with yourself. Maybe Archangel Michael is playing a part in helping you to connect to your purpose as well. Yeah, so to me, the 1 is connected to the pioneer. This is about you being on your true authentic path. This is specialized for you. This is special ordered and specialized for you. This is your unique path. And the 1 and 3 add up to 4, which is about getting grounded and stability. So I feel like stability is coming into your life, but they actually want you to embrace more of the magic and the mystery of life in order for that stability to come in. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some cards. Okay, can you tell me more about the table, the hard work ahead, guys? Okay, we have here 3 of Wands. So that could be about your ships coming in. Ace of Swords! What did I say? Okay, there's something about you accessing your truth that's so important and vital to this progress happening in your life and to your ships and manifestations coming in here. There may be a truth that you want to just express, whether it's through your arts or, through, it could be fashion, you tell your truth. I was listening to someone, I don't know his name, but he's a stylist, and he says he's basically a storyteller. Through clothing. He tells stories through clothing. And I don't know what's been going on lately. I've just been so drawn to fashion. Fashion actually was my thing growing up, which is funny. And then I kind of stopped caring. I legitimately stopped. I had a phase. I was like, okay, I went through I love fashion. Yeah, I love clothes and stuff. But I was really into it. I would draw clothes and things like that. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy. These fashion designers, I don't know, I was watching some other guy, but I forgot what his name was. He's French, and he's very young, too. I was like, oh my gosh, your career is insane, sir. But he tells stories, and he was telling his story, his birth story, through the clothing, through a high fashion line, which I thought was so insane. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I think some people, they label things as superficial, and so many people put so much time complaining about life. They're missing out. Those people who are complaining, by the way, those people who are in the comment section complaining about life, no offense, I'm sure we've all done it, okay? I will be the first to admit. To be honest, I feel like those people are more focused on complaining than they are on enjoying their life. I'm pretty sure those people are too busy complaining about things to realize the beauty, the gratitude, the things that they can be grateful for and be enjoying and be present with right now. They're missing out because they're so busy complaining about things. So I'm getting for this group, perhaps you've shifted that dynamic, right? You've released this complaining and you've learned how to, again, I think gratitude came up. Be a lot more grateful for what is showing up in your life. You're like, dang. And then you got focused because you realize, wow, when I pull away all of this energy, this draining energy from complaining, now I have all of this energy to give to my desires, my goals, and everything that I want. And a lot of people, they want to accomplish so much. And I'm telling you, probably most of the issue is that they're giving away their energy to complaining, to worrying, to fretting, to stressing, when you could be using that energy to inspire you, get creative, have fun, and explore. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with all of that. 3 Wands and the Ace of Swords. Woohoo! Yes, you are going to have a lot of clarity about what's coming through. Yeah, can you tell us more about the hard work ahead? Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Straight up. So this group, I mean, new beginnings, okay? New beginnings is your theme. There's a new beginning that's being created in your life, and it's going to be an overflow, an overpour, overflowing, exciting. Your heart is swelling, so excited, and something you're just like, wow, what a breakthrough. What a breakthrough. This is the breakthrough that you've been calling for, praying for in your life for, I gotta say, decades for some of you. This is the breakthrough that you have been waiting for, and it is coming. It is coming. Oh my gosh. Not only is that train chugging along, I heard a train in my head. It's chugging along fast and fierce towards you. It's like, get on the train. We are taking you to your new journey, your next chapter of your life. Let's go. Okay. So yeah, there's something about connections coming into your life, but I feel like it's just like an overflow, an overpour, like heart. I'm getting heart chakra for this group. Okay. What would you like to let this group know? What are they being called to focus on? We have here 3 of Pentacles. And we have here the 3 of Cups. Okay. So just be aware that this is a new beginning. So whatever you were doing before is not what you're going to be doing moving forward. This is a new beginning. So what they're calling you to focus on is you're going to be doing something with a group dynamic. A group of people here. We have 3 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. You're going to be in a new environment around different people, creating something here. I'm getting for some people, this could be people who you know are creative, and you're calling them into this experience, and you're saying, hey, I've had this idea for some time. Would you like to join me on this project? So I'm getting that for some of you. You know, we have the artist here in the 3 Pentacles, and I was just talking about the fashion person. So this is most definitely a creative endeavor. This is going to allow for you to just creatively express yourself. And I feel like there's going to be some kind of leisure that comes with it. I feel like the hard work ahead is just going to come from the fact that this is a new beginning. So let's say you're creating a new business, which this feels very much like that, like a new business of some sort. For sure, it's going to require hard work ahead because you've never done it before. So this is going to require a lot of discipline, a lot of focus. But at the same time, again, I'm getting a lot of passion from this group. You know, the pioneers are passionate as heck. They're passionate as heck. They're so blinded by their love for what they're doing that like nothing can stop them. And I feel like you're going to feel like the train. It's like once you get on that train, nothing's going to stop you from doing this. And nothing's going to stop you from succeeding either. So yeah, with the 3 of Cups, there may be some bumps. It's fine. You know, this is a new beginning you're creating in your life, but they want you to get focused on understanding that you're here to work in a group dynamic in a different environment with people who are here to support you and what you do, and you support them too. And the other day I was watching the Adam Sandler accept his Mark Twain Award, and it was very clear that his success was a direct outcome of him surrounding himself with a group of people who were not only success mindset, you know, who were interested in being dedicated and committed to what they did, but also people who truly supported him, like who were committed to the love they had for him. Every one of them said, this is a great guy. He's a great guy, just a good person. That's what I'm getting for this group. It's like, these are going to feel like really good, genuine people to work with and connect with. Okay. What is this group being called to focus on? We got 6th house, Mars, and Taurus. Okay. Oh, sorry, 9th house. Okay, so you might be traveling, moving. I didn't tell the other group that. They got 9th house energy too. So you might be traveling, moving, going somewhere different. Mars is about movement, fast. You know, I was getting passion. To me, this new beginning and pioneer energy makes me think of Aries. And Aries season technically starts in April if you follow Vedic astrology. So I feel like there's like a passionate new beginning coming soon. I mean, it's in Taurus, so this could be Taurus season for some of you guys where it's really starting to initiate and take off as well. Oops. But yeah, I feel like a very dynamic. So Mars is about taking action. This is about the physical body. I mean, Taurus is very physical too. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is about movement or using your body involved in whatever it is that you're creating or crafting, and as well as traveling. Clarify that Mars and Taurus in the 9th. We have here the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, abundance. Yeah. And we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so I think there's like an idea that you're going to feel very inspired by, you know, with this Knight of Swords energy, where you just feel like, this is my calling, this is what I'm here to do. And the universe is calling for you to step up, be confident, and put on your big girl. I know we've been giving like that little girl energy, but to me, that little energy is what's going to give you the inspiration, the creativity, the maturity aspect. The serious part is like, all right, let's get up and do the work. Let's be consistent, routined, and organized in what we're creating. But this woman in this Knight of Swords energy is writing. Here, she's just writing, and she has a bunch of crumpled papers. So I feel like there's going to be so many ideas that are coming to you. Some of them are going to work, some of them are not going to work. Doesn't matter. Just come up with ideas. How do you come up with a brilliant idea? You come up with 100 bad ones. I'm the type of person, honestly, I trust the first thing that like I'm all about like whatever the first or third. Maybe I'll adjust it a little bit until I don't want to anymore. That's kind of how I approach my creativity, is I just choose the first thing that comes to mind, and then I'll just modify it as I go. But yeah, it's like now's the time to start jotting down your ideas and taking action on your goals here. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about understanding that you're resourceful. In the Queen of Pentacles card, she's also talking to someone. So I feel like it's going to be important for you to assess the people that you partner up with when it comes to these goals, and just make sure, hey, are we on the same page? Are we in agreement about what we're wanting to create? Yeah, very much so. So there's like some earthly abundance that wants to come into your life, and it's in the 9th house of expansion, which is really exciting. Taurus can also be very creative because it's connected to Venus, very creative. They're usually like very artistic, very good at creating very beautiful things. Maybe that's why I got that fashion reference. A lot of fashion designers pretty much are full of Venusian energy, either Taurus or Libra energy, full of it here. So I think you guys just want to put your creativity to use and like create the physical product here. Okay. Last piece of advice for this group. We got the Chariots. Oop, okay. Ace of Cups. Yeah. And the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So what's going to be very important for you to understand is they are really encouraging new beginnings in your life, and especially when it comes to connections with the 3 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So for some of you who feel like you're in a current work environment where the people you are around do not resonate with you, do not resonate with your soul and heart, just know that the universe is opening up a new opportunity towards you. And with the Chariot card, they're going to need you to push towards, move towards, make progress towards this goal. I think they're just falling in your heart, tapping into that inner child, that inner magic. If you feel called to share any of your ideas or your creativity on social media, please do. Like, now's the time. You're in this very fertile place. Now's the time for you to be putting or sharing your ideas with other people so that you can see if there are any kind of collaborative experiences that you can create. If you feel inspired to connect with someone, then most definitely reach out. But with this Chariot card, it's like a mom driving a bunch of kids here. And I feel like this is how it's going to feel like working with the people that you surround yourself with. The Chariot card is also about victory, success. It's about pushing over obstacles. So just know that if there are any obstacles or bumpy experiences along the way, just keep pushing through it. And it's your heart that's pulling these experiences towards you with this Ace of Cups and this 3 of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's just commit to the beauty, commit to the project, commit to the excitement, commit to the passion, commit to this overflow of inspiration and emotions that are coming through. You know, with that Chariot, Ace of Cups, very much the heart energy for this group. You want to listen to that to guide you. And yes, that'll be it. So that'll be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely spirit quartz, then this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started on your reading. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 3. Okay, so I was seeing 2 ships fly in the galaxy and space in a synchronized form. So there's something about synchronicity, working in harmony with other people, connections, networking that's coming through for this group. So I feel like you're being called to work in sync with the universe and work in sync with the people that the universe is connecting you to right now. Yeah. So I'm getting like synchronicity is your thing. Synchronicity. So the way that we synchronize or we get in touch with synchronicity is we pay attention first to the synchronicities. We pay attention to the omens. But most importantly, we use this magical instrument, the body. And you use this to kind of show yourself intuitively, just connects. I feel like for this group, they're showing me space. So I feel like you are intuitive and you know how to connect with source. Connects with source using your body and just feel, what am I feeling called to? Because there's something about seeing in the dark that's important, things not being fully revealed to you, that you're going to have to be okay with it. But in general, I think open up to the synchronicity. So it's almost like a dance that's wanting to happen. Like the universe is wanting you to dance with them, right? Or dance to the rhythm of them, right? Dance to the rhythm of the universe. And in order for you to synchronize in that dance, you got to let go, right? So it's just like, you got to loosen up, you got to let go. We can't just like dance like that. We can't like dance. That's not flowy, right? You got to let your body just like move and flow and go with it and not force anything. So I feel like that's kind of the thing they want you to be aware of, is anything that you feel like you're forcing, that's probably not what you want to do, because it's going to feel very easy and nice. I think the flying of the ships is symbolic of knowing that you're still in control. So you're navigating this. It's just you're learning the rhythm, right? You're learning the rhythm of the universe. You're learning the rhythm of what it's trying to show you and how it's guiding you. And they just want you to go with the flow of it and just trust that it's taking you to where you need to go. Because the ship obviously is traveling somewhere to do something. And I feel like it wants to take you home, or take you to something that feels like home for you, or just right. All right, let's go ahead and see what wants to come through with the aura quartz. Okay, interesting. I feel like, okay, if you've ever seen one of those movies where people are kind of being abducted by aliens, so I'm getting a lot of alien imagery. Maybe you guys have aliens working around you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know anything about aliens. But it's like your energy was being sucked up, right? Or you're being sucked up to like their spaceship, right? So I think the universe is trying to pull you to a spaceship, or they're trying to pull you, right? But for some reason, it was going in this direction. It was going down. And I would say down signifies like going deep, right? Deep, 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 deep with the universe. Connect, 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 connect. Deeply to yourself, deeply to the magic of life. And I feel like that's where they want you to be open, is they want to pull you in deep into this dark matter, this dark space. But it felt very ethereal, very spiritual, very out-of-body experience. But yeah, it's like outer body experience, but actually it's an inner body experience. Or maybe what's going to be unfolding is going to feel like an outer body experience for you here. But I feel like they just want you to surrender to it, because in the visual, you weren't really doing anything in this one. Like, you were just letting yourself be sucked up or down, whatever, into the energy. And I think there's something about being comfortable, being weird, or being different, or doing things that people don't understand. It's just like, go with it. They're giving me these readings because they want to like prep you to be weird, to be different, to not let it affect you if people are judging you for what you're doing. Because I feel like this group is ready, because it just felt like surrender to me. It's like you guys are already into the weird stuff anyway. And they just want you to commit to it, commit to that path. Okay, let's see if I can see anything in the aura quartz. Okay. Yeah, very cool. I mean, this is spirit quartz, so I guess we're not shocked it's so ethereal, huh? Getting very alien vibes, so something about being in a foreign place or doing something that feels very foreign to you. Like, it's foreign but familiar. It's like all along you were actually an alien. It's kind of like what the vibe I'm getting. It's like all along you were always weird, and it's like the minute you realized this, you accepted this, they could come in and be a part of your life experience. It's like you're Kal-El and you're Jarrell's son, but you've been raised by Martha and Jonathan Kent, and they've been calling you Clark Kent this entire time, but part of you feels like, well, I'm just weird. I'm different. And now that you've embraced the fact that you're not just Clark Kent, but you're also Jarrell's son, now Superman can be birthed. Yeah, I'm getting a weird, I don't know, something about like an origin story energy that's coming through for this group. Something about your origin story. It's like destiny, fate. who you're always meant to be. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing people in a spaceship. What else am I seeing here? Yeah, just a lot of energy about embracing that you're weird, unique, different. This is your true, authentic self. It's like weird to society standards. You're not weird. You're just more authentic, honestly, than most of the people on this planet. Just kidding. I think people are trying, and we're all in a different phase in our soul's journey. You guys are more old souls or alien souls. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of weird energy. So there might be just a lot of interesting synchronicities that pop up in your life. You might start to see things or get very potent signs, or yeah, you might start to hear things. I don't know. Either way, you're going to be given access to a lot of that potent other realms energy. Okay, let's unveil your oracle cards. Okay, group number 3. Wow, this is exciting. So you guys, yeah, I feel like you guys had a lot of cards that wanted to come out. Very exciting, very explosive. They all just wanted to come out, and obviously with this love and heart, that's just hilarious. It's like of all the cards that could have came out of the pile, they gave us. Well, actually, one of them flipped over. Was it? Yeah, it was this one first, the green one, and then I guess this one just threw itself out too. It's like, we want to really emphasize all the love that's coming into your life and how loved you are. Okay, so what you're being called to focus on. It's like a combination of things. I feel like there's a multitude of things they want you to focus on. And what's so crazy is that I was talking about home, and we have here Hetsia, home. So I think home is going to be important. Even Bridget, Bridget, this goddess, she's about home life too, as well. So I think a lot of you right now are being called to focus on your hermit energy, retreat and recharge, and just kind of like relaxing your energy as much as you can here, so that you can tune in and just be available for Source to like work with you. So like one of the things that, Source is always teaching me is that we're not here to solve any of our problems. So that's why we can ask for as much guidance as we want. It's, the false expectations of the world that have been put on us, where we're told and taught that we're supposed to fix our problems, or we're supposed to solve our problems in some way, or we're supposed to figure it out. You know how people say figure it out, and they feel that pressure. But we all have an inner voice, and that inner voice is directly connected to Source, and Source is what helps us to figure out anything. It helps us to figure out abundance. It helps us to figure out how do we connect to our heart. And everyone calls it intuition, basically. But Source is what actually guides us to making those healthier decisions in our life. I feel like this group is being called to make quite a significant shift in their life. And I feel like I'm going to need some more clarifiers to see what else is going on. I think I'm going to pull a clarifier for quite a few of your cards here. But all in all, if you focus on this hermit, retreat, and recharge, get connected to Source, know that you are a weird alien. Yes, you are, but that's because you're soul, a child of divine, and their soul taking care of you here and creating more magic on your path. There's a lot of creative spark, creative energy that wants to come out of you, inspiration that just wants to overflow out of you. And what this transition that's happening in your life, they need you to trust it, to trust the risk here with this coin toss. Coin toss, when I've done readings with this card, it mainly focuses on this idea that we are creating our reality. So it's like Source can tell us the highest potential for what beauty can be created. But if we're resisting it, we're not trusting the process, then actually we're just manifesting the thing that we're not trusting. And I think one of the things that you're having a hard time trusting is when it comes to your abundance here and resources. So it says here, sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Do you hear that? I never believed in sacrifice, but they're confirming it here. There's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So, what's really interesting is they said vows you've made in this lifetime or any previous other lifetimes. But most definitely, they need you to release this attachment. You're not here to sacrifice. You're not here to suffer. You're here to be a child of divine who's here to receive the resources and abundance that the universe has to offer you. That's the truth. So this is what you're undoing. And I think that hermiting energy and maybe staying at home for some of you is what you're absolutely needing to get centered here. Then what's going to come into your life as you're continuing to trust here and surrender and be in that space of surrender? Miracle is going to happen. There is going to be perhaps a mentor that comes into your life. It says here, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So perhaps you've been wanting to build some kind of skill of some sort that involves your creative energy, your creative spark. And with this 8 here, which is about abundance and prosperity, I feel like this mentor is going to be able to help you to cultivate a pathway that the universe they're sending them to you. This mentor is going to be able to help you to create that pathway to creating success for yourself here. For some of you, you may be doing okay with money. It's like, I have money, it's fine. But it's like the way that the money comes in or the resources come in, the universe is like, it can be a lot better. It can be a lot better. You can allow us to help you a lot more than you have here. And it's about allowance. It really is. It's about a continuous being in that space of surrender and not necessarily saying, well, it needs to show up by this time or it needs to show up by this time. It's like, let that go. Surrender as to the best of your abilities by being in your physical form, being in your body, using your body as an instrument to get centered, to get grounded, and release those thoughts. And then feed yourself those thoughts, those affirmations about abundance, prosperity, magic, creativity. Feed yourself that. So subconsciously, if there's an unconscious program running around about the lack of abundance that's here, create a new program. So at least subconsciously, you're feeding it to yourself, and that will automatically help to guide you in the direction you need to go. Okay, so with the love and heart, I think love perhaps may be coming into your life, but I think most definitely you're entering this place where your heart chakra is opening, you're feeling so inspired, so excited, and this is helping you to feel so connected to your heart. And it's making you a magnet for other people too, to come in to either help you or to want to, be with you or be around you or be around your energy here. So this is what they want you to get excited about. Love, 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 love. Okay, let me go ahead and pull some clarifiers on what's going on. Can I get a clarifier for the coin toss, please? Okay, we have the Death card. Tell me more. And 3 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is the thing that you're healing. The 3 of Swords to me is taking me to mindset. The Death card is about the thing that needs to transform. So it's like any kind of limiting mindset that needs to transform. And this is to help you understand that, again, you're creating your reality. If you want abundance to show up in your life, you actually have to commit to it even before it shows up in your life. You have to commit to the belief of abundance. You have to commit to the energy of abundance. You have to commit, all of it. You have to commit to it here. So releasing that old self-image, the old ways of patterns of doing things or thinking about things, this is what we're needing to let go of. Anything else you want to tell us about that coin toss? 4 of Pentacles. So that's also about getting grounded. Yeah, getting grounded, getting centered. But sometimes 4 of Pentacles can convey this energy of like we're attached to things. We're attached to the way that we've always done something. Maybe there's the universe is wanting to send you abundance and opportunities, but we're resisting because we're still holding on to our old patterns and old ways. It's like, let it go, let it flow. We're naturally transformative beings. So it's actually staying the same. It doesn't work. It's like even stability is an illusion because nothing stays the same. Everything is impermanent. Okay, can you give us a clarifier for the home energy? Hestia home. Okay, we have here the Knight of Swords, right? And we have Ace of Pentacles. Cool. Okay, so for the home energy, I was kind of picking that up. There might be an opportunity, looks like a new job or a new resource that's coming in. It may either require you to move, you know, it may be somewhere else in a different place, location, where you're going to create home. Or, you know, what it is you're doing is going to feel like home. It's going to be like, wow, this is me. This is my personality. This is what I love. This is what I love creating. So you're going to feel that way about it. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about home? Oops. Just threw my cards on the ground. We got Queen of Pentacles. Really cool. So they're really putting the emphasis on you're going to be doing something that makes you feel like you're at home. You know, and I said that earlier in the channel. What I channeled is the universe is trying to guide you towards your home. It's like you're creating this space of home, feeling secure within yourself. And because you're feeling secure and resourceful, the universe is bringing you, pulling opportunities towards you. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about the mentor? Three of Cups. Okay. Looks like you are... Tell us more about the mentor. Page of Cups. Okay. Huh. Well, you know, if this is a mentor that's coming into your life, I gotta say, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna feel like friendship here. Really cool. You know, whether you're working with a group of people here, and it's really interesting. It's like this person's mentoring you, but it's like there's something that you, I guess because you are resourceful in some way, there's something that you can show them how to do too. As well. It's kind of what I'm getting with the Three of Cups energy. It's like everyone has some kind of skills or talents that's resourceful or useful to the team dynamic here. So it's like, even though they're like, maybe they're coming in as a mentor, I think there's like an even playing field here. There's an even playing field where you guys can help each other out. And ultimately you're both, like the group dynamic is supporting your creative ideas. It's like whatever creative ideas you have, they don't care if you're new. They just want to express themselves and they want you to express themselves. So that's really cool. That's not what I would consider to be like a mentor energy with a Page of Cups and Three of Cups. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about the mentor? Four of Swords. Okay. Yeah. I just feel like there's so much that you can also offer to this group dynamic as well. So this is about trusting your intuition, you know, the Moon card and the Four of Swords. There's things that are hidden. You have to dive in to get that information and knowledge. So if you're looking for that creative spark, ultimately when the opportunity comes towards you, I feel like you're going to have a sense for what ideas you feel called to do. And this is all about intuitively trusting, right? You're not going to know until the moment comes. It's like you're going to come up with the ideas and whatever you feel called to create in the moment. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. It's me beating up my desk. Okay. So guys, what would you like to give? Let this group know. What are they being called to focus on? Moon. Scorpio in the 8th house. Wow. Okay. So you guys are going through a transformation. You guys are in a transformative space right now. So you're being called to focus on your transformation. So basically you're a caterpillar that's in the cocoon. You're in your cocoon phase. Eventually you're going to be called to come out of your cocoon and to be a butterfly, free, fly away. So you guys are in a transformative, peaceful space right now, and you want to let that transformation continue to unfold and happen. Tell us more about the Moon Scorpio in the 8th house, please. Queen of Cups, yeah. So very much acknowledge your emotions. Tell me more about the Moon Scorpio in the 8th house. Acknowledge your emotions, what you're feeling, intuitively connected to. Yeah, wow. They really want you to trust your intuition to guide you. Sun card. Very interesting. So we have the Queen of Cups here. So I love the Queen of Cups. To me, this is a representation of your maturity. You know, a queen. So it's like you guys have gone through maturing. I feel like just overall, you've matured. you've gone through some kind of cocooning butterfly stage, and you're in the process of like, you're kind of in that transition space of like you're about to come out of your cocoon, basically. So use this time, I think, to just get really centered with your yourself, just feeling good, feeling attuned with your emotions, and then letting that inner spark, that creative spark out as well. They want you to feel playful, childlike, have fun, release, you know, let go of all of those heavy emotions so that you can be in more of a creative space as well. Yeah. Any last bit of advice that you have for this group? We have here High Priestess. Yeah, you guys are very intuitive. We have here 10 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Okay. So again, about the transformation, in order for the transformation to happen or to complete, we do need to release burdens here. So they want you to be very honest with yourself with the High Priestess energy. Be honest with yourself. Excuse me. Is there anything that you're holding on to that isn't going to work for the fun, love, and freedom that, you know, they're calling for you to create right now in your life? With the several vows of poverty, honestly, that's quite intense energy. It is quite intense. So I think there is a strong attachment or strong fear to a lack of resources. And it's really hard. I have a lot of compassion, guys. Believe me. There's still so much I'm learning myself personally. And it hasn't been easy. But at the same time, they just want you to stay in that open mindset. Just believe, trusting your intuition. Continue to trust it. And be honest with yourself about whatever needs to be released or let go of. Can you tell us more about the 8 of Wands here? Yeah. The Hangman. Yeah. Yeah. This group, for sure. You guys, I don't know. You guys are just so used. I don't know. You're very stubborn. Maybe like very stubborn energy. Even Moon and Scorpio can be quite fixed, right? It's like sometimes we're just focused on our feelings. Sometimes we're focused on our darkness. Sometimes we're so attached to it. Like we're just like, I'm so obsessed with, you know, my feelings. For you guys, there's a lot of like evolution in your feelings here that's happening. And this sever the vows of poverty, I feel like that's a very 5 of Pentacles energy. Wherever lack may be showing up in your life, it may not even be money. Honestly, wherever you feel like you're lacking, I mean, because we got love and heart, that might be one of the areas where you're just like, I want some more. I could use some more love and heart in my life. Wherever you feel like you've been lacking in your life, they need you to release it. Like, release the past. The 6 of Cups came up earlier. It's like, release the past. 8 of Cups, walk away, surrender. There's a lot of energy here. I got a lot of compassion. Believe me, I got a lot of compassion for you guys who are struggling. We're not made to suffer here. I think some of you guys just feel like I gotta suffer, I need a sacrifice, and you're really on this attached to this way of being here. It's like, I need to struggle, I need to suffer, because it's part of your programming. You know, with that Moon in Scorpio, I could only imagine with that kind of energy, what is going on up in that subconscious mind up there. It's just, it can be in that mind, period. But that can be, yeah, the moon is the mind. It can be just very overwhelming. So the way that we teach ourselves to relax is we have to kind of force it. You know how when you have to like kind of force yourself to eat healthier or exercise, it's the same thing with this energy here. You kind of have to force yourself to release, to relax, to let go, to walk away from what's causing you exhaustion here in order for the abundance to continuously flow into your life. Okay, so let's see whatever final message they have for you, group number. Let's see whatever final message they have for you, group number 3. Temperance card. 9 of Pentacles. Empress. Final piece of advice for this group. Mercury, 7th house in Sagittarius. Oh, I'm gonna have to clarify that. Okay. You're entering a very abundant period in your life. In order for this to happen, there does have to be like that switch here with the Temperance, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Empress card. is they want you to cultivate a much more abundant mindset here. You know, that things can go well, you can get whatever that you want and desire in your life. But in order for that to happen, right, the Temperance is about finding balance or alchemizing as well. So it's like if we have some painful attachments or fears around the lack of abundance in our life, we need to release that and let it go. Yeah. And I feel for you, but it is tough because we really have to do the best that we can to create it in our reality first. And it's coming. You know, I've been giving these readings to you guys. I know this is timeless, but it's been a build up, you know, this past 9 months, around 8 months by the time I'm shooting this. It's been about 8 months since I've been doing these readings, and it's so exciting to be a part of this journey with you. And I have seen you guys shift and change, and I've seen, you know, how the guidance has shifted each time that I give a reading. They're kind of telling you, okay, give a little more. And it's so crazy because I think at first they gave you baby steps. I think they really did. But you guys are being challenged. I think you guys are, to move on, to push yourself even further, because they're like, keep going, right? So with this Mercury in Sagittarius in the 7th house, there's an emphasis in the importance of communication here. Mercury in the 7th house in Sagittarius. Tell us more. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So I think communication in general is going to be very important in terms of what you're building or whatever it is that you're creating for yourself here. With the 6 of Cups, the Fool card, and the 8 of Pentacles. And with that Sagittarius, well, to me, that's about keeping an open mind, right? Even that Fool card, it's about keeping an open mind. But if you guys feel called to, you know, my channel's full of writers, speakers, content creators, and what did I say? Writer? Like writer in every form, whether you're literally writing a book or you're creating a story symbolically through art somehow. I think developing that skill and knowing that just allowing yourself to be free in your expression and feel connected to your inner child is what's helping this creative spark to overflow. And you're entering a period where you're going to feel very free to communicate your ideas. Feel very free to have fun. Feel very free to express yourself here. So that's so exciting. Is there any more advice about heart and love? I feel like we didn't really... I guess it's about like listening to your heart, right? It's about listening to your heart. Whatever lights you on fire. Full card. Yeah, I'm being told just be open. Like, be open to the journey and how it unfolds. But to me, with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands, you know, I think you're going to be feeling some passion for someone. Yeah, someone who feels that spark with you, and someone who's sincere in their feelings, for sure. But all around, what I'm getting is you listening to your heart, your passion, your desires, being carefree and having fun. This is what the universe wants you to do. It's like, yeah, follow your heart, have fun, follow your passion, let's go. If you want freedom, then you have to create the experience of freedom. That's the truth. That's the truth. If you want to feel freedom, you have to think freedom. If you want to live freedom, you have to act it out every day. Every day. And at first it might feel like awkward and like it doesn't fit. And then you just do it. You just keep doing it until it becomes a habit, and then it becomes a part of your day-to-day life. That's the change. You know, I think people really want magic to come into their life sometimes, but I'm like, but you are magic. You know, you making daily choices and decisions that can shift you in a better direction. Ultimately, you're going to look back 5 years from now, wow, I'm so glad I stuck to that thing at that point and I created that change. I think the change is always so exciting. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm changing, I'm transforming. You know, that's very exciting. And I feel like you are actually having that moment. You are at a very celebratory time where you are changing yourself, which is exciting. But at the same time, acknowledge that change happens through the choices and decisions you make every day. I think, especially with that Eight of Pentacles, right? It's about having the discipline to choose happiness every day. It's like you have to choose to be happy. If you want to be happy, you have to choose to be happy. That's true. That's absolutely true. And that with that Mercury and Sagittarius, it's like cultivate an optimistic mindset. That's important. I'm like, it's easy to be disappointed in life and feel down. But how often do we challenge ourselves to feel gratitude towards what's unfolding in our lives? But I feel like you're going to be entering into a very grateful gratitude place in your life. And I feel like you're going to want to share this experience with other people with that Mercury and Sagittarius in the 7th house, whatever it is you're creating. I feel like you're going to feel so positive, lit up, and recharged after you've gone through that hermiting transformative experience. And like you've done a lot of that releasing. And then when you come out, people are just going to be like, oh my gosh, who are you? It's going to feel like that. All right, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye.